All right, so we're going to start up this next class, Stronger in God's Words. This is lesson 13. We're talking about the Sabbath. And this is going to be a quick one. Should be about 15 minutes. We'll be done with this. 10, 15 minutes. So Exodus 35, 1 to 3 says, Then Moses assembled all the congregation of the sons of Israel and said to them, These are the things that the Lord has commanded you to do. For 6 days work may be done, but on the seventh day you shall have a holy day, a Sabbath of complete rest to the Lord. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death, and you shall not kindle a fire in any of your dwellings on the Sabbath day. So we're going to talk about this, and this is something that, I thought about in my head, about this lesson. Am I going to do this lesson? It's not going to be very long. It's not going to be very, not going to be very, it's not going to be that. In my heart, I was like, it's not going to be that impactful to, just the answer in Jesus Christ and stuff like that. But you know what? It actually is. And that's because of this, is that, I guess there's a lot of things that when people get into religion, they start arguing about some foolish and some things that literally push people away from literally getting a relationship with God, through your religion because you're acting so religious. And so this is one of the things that happens is people just talk about a Sabbath day. And people love to argue about this. No, the Sabbath day is on Saturday. No, it's on Sunday. No, it's on this day. No, it's this. No, it's that. No, Easter's actually on this day. No, Christmas is on this day. And right now I'm talking about the Sabbath. We're going to talk about days in general in a second. But you have to understand this, is that actually, I'm going to let Jesus Christ in the New Testament, we're going to talk through it together on this. So, truth of the Sabbath. So, Romans 14, 5 to 6 says, one person regards one day above another. Another regards every day alike. Each person must be fully convinced in his own mind. He who observes the day observes it for the Lord, and he who eats does so for the Lord. For he gives thanks to God, and he who eats not for the Lord, he does not eat and gives thanks to God. And so this is what this is saying is this. And so it's talking about how, some people regard one day above another. They say that, the Sabbath day is so Sunday is more holy than all the days. Some people say Saturday is more holy. There might be a religion that says Monday is more holy. There might be some people that say, no, actually I've been enlightened and Thursday is the Sabbath. Whatever it is that you think the Sabbath is, this is just what Paul is saying. It's like, what's important is that this person, whoever you're talking to, actually has a day that they believe is for God. And that is what is important about the Sabbath for real. And who cares if it's on Saturday, it's on Sunday? Do you really think God really cares about the specific day that you go to church or whatever it is? No, God is happy that you regard any day as for him. And of course, God wants all your days to be for him. But this is why, for those who are of weaker faith and, only regard one day that's his, you should be happy about that, though. We shouldn't be condemning each other and saying, no, man, you just, you only think about God on Sunday. You ain't nothing, blah, blah. Because guess what? You were there at one point, I promise you. You were there at one point. At one point in my life, years in my life, only a Sunday that I actually believe was for God, and I had a real conscience about it. But that conscience grew into something bigger in my life. You have to start somewhere. And so understand this is one of the biggest, not one of the biggest, but some arguments that people of religion will argue over is the Sabbath and just the holiness of the day and all these things. And it's bro, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's really just God's just begging you to put him first, bro. That's it. He says this because he's begging you. He literally wants to put in your conscience that one day a week, whether it be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, that you put him first one day. And so you have to understand that, I'm going to go on from this, but this is something else that people don't understand too about the Sabbath. It talks about not working, okay? This is what people don't understand, is that, this is what the Pharisees didn't understand. I'm going to read it to you. Matthew 12, 8 to 14 says, For the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. Departing from there, he went into their synagogue, and a man was there whose hand was withered. And they questioned Jesus, asking, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? so that they might accuse him. And he said to them, what man is there among you who has a sheep, and if it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will he not take hold of it and lift it out? How much more valuable then is a man than a sheep? So then it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath. Then he said to the man, stretch out your hand. He stretched it out, and it was restored to normal like the other. But the Pharisees went out and conspired against him as to how they might destroy him. And so you understand, in this situation, like, these people were so religious, that they were coming to him and saying, well, can you heal somebody on the Sabbath? Is it lawful for you to do such a thing? And he's like, bro, are you serious right now? That you don't think that you can do good on the Sabbath? And he's like, literally, you guys will go, if you lose a sheep, or if your cattle are off place, you're going to go make sure they're good. You're going to do that, make sure that's good. So why do you think it's wrong for me to do good on the Sabbath? And so you understand, this is that what God is saying about working is not about doing. He's not saying do nothing. What he's saying is that you have 6 days a week. This is what he specifically says, if you want to go back to it. For 6 days, work may be done, okay? When he's saying this, what he's saying is that he's like, bro, you have 6 days a week to do your work and what you want to do in your life. 6 days. 6 days. He said, all I'm begging you for, and I'm just putting this in your conscience, is that there is one day that you fully give to me. That you fully give to me. And so he's not saying that he wants you to not do any good for anybody. He doesn't want you to go and go talk about the word. He doesn't want you to go and maybe go do some works of compassion and go pass out, some food and some scriptures downtown or whatever it is. He's literally saying that, like, listen, you do your worldly work all week. Give one day to me and my work. Show respect to me and the work I've done this day. And it's so interesting because, it says that he created 6 days and the seventh day he rested. And he's like, I want you to give honor to my work, honor to my word, honor to everything I've done in your life, honor to the work I'm putting in on you, honor to the good I'm doing around this world, honor to the healing I gave to your family. I want you to give me honor this one day of the week. This one day of the week. And so you understand is that, like, this the thing is that, like I said, the Sabbath is a day, or is a thing that, people argue over in faith, and people who actually get lost when they get deeper, they start arguing over dumb stuff like the Sabbath and stuff like that. And you have to understand that the Sabbath simply was just was him just trying to put in your conscience to put him first. I just want you to put me first. That's all he's saying. I just want you to put me first. And so this is the last slide I got for you. I said it's going to be short and we out of here. And so every day made holy. You have to understand that, that's the beginning of your relationship. Because this is also the process that I don't think you understand that you have to go through. Is we all go through this process of enslavement to sin. And then we get to the process of being enslaved to righteousness. So no longer are we enslaved to the law and what's wrong to do, which led to death because you never did right. You were out of the obligation to do right when all you did was bind yourself to the law and just not doing wrong in God's eyes. You still didn't do right. And so you understand this law, the reason why he understands that this law was made for people of weaker faith. So he's like, I'm going to put within my law that you listen, one day, I said you to give me one day. Ye of little faith. Just give me one day. But when you grow up and you have more faith, and you grow up and you start believing in Christ, and Jesus Christ said the very words he spoke were spirit and life. It is through his words that you grow up. So when you grow up in his word, when you get to this 22nd chapter, of Matthew, it says, teacher, which is the great commandment in the law? And he said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and foremost commandment. And so you have to understand that, this, what he's saying to you is like this is like, and if for extension of these scriptures, understand that he was saying, like, he ends up saying another commandment, which was equal, was to love your neighbors yourself. And he says these two commandments are the base of all the laws and the prophets. So everything that God said of humanity to do, this is the base. He just wants you to love him and love others. And so we understand that when he says to love him, he says, love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind. If you are loving the God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, every day will be made holy for you. Every day. You'll give every day to God with all my heart, all my soul, all my mind. Every day. Every day. Every day. And that's why I'm trying to tell you the truth. Like, I really have no weight in my heart on Sunday being, a day for God. I don't have that weight in my heart. I have that same stress every day that I need to give my days to God. Like, every day is his day. Why would I just give him one day? That's for the people who are weak of faith. When you grow up, you love him with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. That's every day. How can you love somebody with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind and skip a day? It's not possible. You can't love somebody with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind and skip a day of loving them. Skip a day of putting them first. Skip a day of that relationship. It's not possible. So understand for real that, the whole thing about you're going to read in this Bible about the Sabbath and stuff, and I'm trying to tell you the religion is going to pull you the wrong way. And it's going to constrict you. It's going to say, hey, this, that. And I'm not saying the wrong way, because for some people, it's the peak, is literally a dawning of faith within you, which is cool. But you have to grow up. And when you grow up, you understand the very words that Jesus Christ spoke, word, spirit, and life. This is how you grow up, is through his word. And his word is that you should love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. And with that, all your days are made holy. It's not about one day. You don't have to have this stress about one day. Every day, give your days to God. And this is the thing, is that when you grow up, you understand that you need to have your oil full. I wish I put this parable in here. So I'll tell you the parable myself. I don't even need to pull it up. I know it by heart. So understand this. There's a parable, okay, of 10 bridesmaids, okay? And they were waiting outside of a door for the bridegroom to show up and to begin a wedding and open the door for them, right? They were sitting outside this door, and they all had lamps. And so 5 of them came with their lamps full and with extra oil, but 5 came with only enough oil to fill the lamp. Okay, and so what happened was they all were outside the door. They dozed off and went to sleep. When they woke up, 5 of them needed more oil. The other 5 had extra, so they were filled. Right, they had enough oil. And they were ready to go still. They didn't need no more oil. But they asked people who had extra oil, like, can you give me oil? No, I don't. They didn't have no oil for them. So they had to go out into the town and go get oil. When they went out into the town and go get oil, the bridegroom opened the doors for the wedding and let the 5 in who were ready and closed the doors. And the 5 who went to go get oil were left out of the wedding. And so you understand that this is a parable about keeping your oil full for the day that Jesus Christ returns. And this is why it's so important that you should love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. Let go of the Sabbath and understand that every day you need to be putting God first in your life. Every day you need to be putting God first in your life. Every second, every minute, every hour. Because you do not know when your hair is going to turn from black to gray. You don't know when you're going to die. You don't know if Jesus Christ is going to come back first. You don't know. And so this parable I just told you is about keeping your oil full and being ready at all times, with your heart being ready for God at all times. You never know when he's going to take you or when he's going to come, and be ready. You don't know. You don't know. But with the mindset of only one day do I get my oil, do I fill my oil up, ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. You gotta fill it up every day. Make every day holy. Make every day holy. Make that choice that I'm not going to be left out of this wedding. I'm not going to be left out. I'm not going to be unprepared. I'm going to have my oil full. And so that's the end of this talk. It's about the Sabbath. I got a couple things to flash up for you. We'll keep it moving. So Wednesday at 6 p.m., we are doing the Little Lambs Children's Ministry. It's going to be the first one of many. It'll be Wednesday at 6 p.m. Parents, make sure you tune in. It'll be on this Facebook page. Children, grab your parents. It's gonna be there'll be really good lessons on there. You get some videos, you get maybe some songs, you get some talks. It's gonna be something really, really good. That's run by McCoy Mitchell. She does children's ministry for New Beginnings also, and they love her there. and we're excited to have her with us to teach you online and keep it moving and keep growing in the kingdom with not only, you know, adults and those who are ready to grow in discipleship, but those who are young and just birthing faith within them. We want to help that. Jesus Christ, it's funny because it just came to my mind that Jesus Christ was talking to Peter when he came back and was resurrected, and he said, asked him 3 times, do you love me? He said, do you love me, Peter? And the first time he said, do you love me? He said, okay, well then feed my lambs. He said, do you love me? Okay, then guide my lambs. Do you love me? Okay, then feed my sheep. And so you understand these lambs are so important to God to be guided and be fed. And that's literally what we want to do. And that's what we're going to do for them, is give them the good food, the good word, the bread of life. And they're going to grow up on. It's going to be something really good for them. And you can check that out on this page. So Thursday evening at 6 p.m. we're doing a Worth It and Worthy women's ministry. And so that's going to be at 6 p.m. on Thursday evenings. It's going to be a really good talk. Cassidy Mercer's going to do that. She's had a really good just testimony herself of things she's went through as a woman and the things she's come out of, and she feels comfortable just, you know, being honest with you guys and just what gave her peace and how she transformed for real. And it's something that I'm really looking forward to and seeing, and just what she does for other women through this ministry for real. And she has her Worth It and Worthy page on Instagram. And if you want to find that, there's some good scriptures and good guidance for women on there also. And then lastly, Friday at 6 p.m., we'll be doing a Christ Kings men's ministry. It's going to be a really great ministry for men. Just talking about, you know, just what it means to be a man in this word and being a child of God and being the king that he called you to be, and just being a great leader, being strong, and just how to protect your family, how to properly feed your family, how to, you know, get your mind out of the wrong places and get them in the right places so you can be good for your family. And so just that men's ministry is going to be Friday at 6 p.m. Dax Baxter Jr. is going to do that. I've seen him truly transform, and he's a good man to lead that for real. So I'm excited for those things. So text your prayer request to 317-891-4148. We would love to go to prayer for you and go to battle for you and send angels in action in your life. You can text us with a blessing, text us with an issue, text us with a scripture, text us with a complaint, whatever it is, whatever you need help with journeying with, we can do it together. So text your prayer request at 317-891-4148. And then so tithe and offering, we encourage you to save 10%. You're the body of Christ, a walking testimony to his good news. We encourage you to save 10% to support your ministry in this life. We also encourage you to give 10%. And so understand that Jesus literally did call his disciples to let go of money, let go of physical possessions. And it is through your giving that they are able to sustain their walk with God and give you a pure message and keep their focus on God. So whether you give that 10% to this ministry or another ministry, make sure you're giving your 10% to the ministry that feeds you and keeps you above ground and helps you out with your peace on the weekly. So make sure you do that. And then so we do give back, and then so I pull $50 a week from that Cash App to ensure that God's work continues through our ministry. The rest of the acquired money is divided equally and redistributed to those that gave, and we'll be the first to bless you. Okay, so that Cash App is $ Christ King Way. I'm going to flash up these scriptures from the last talk, and then we'll keep it moving.